Hey guys, how you doing today? I need to repot this beautiful plant. This is a Calathea Lubbersii. You can see I can't get her all in frame, but it's also called a peacock plant. This thing gets really, really tall. When I bought it, it was in, I believe, a 1-gallon container. And it was huge. It was really, really tall. It probably come up quite a bit past my waist, anyhow. But I had some issues with her. I ended up pulling her out of the pot. Excuse me. And I cut about half of her root system off, separated her up, grew it in 2 different containers. She's doing much, much better now. The only thing is that some of her, you can see how, let me move my camera down here. You can see how it has those white markings on it. But I think she has not been in quite enough light. You can see this over here. She's really, really pretty when she has her markings. She's actually pretty even when she doesn't have her markings, but anyways, what I want to do, she's in this little tiny pot. It's a 4-inch pot. The roots are coming out of the bottom. They have a massive, massive root system. But, ooh, I'm dripping water. I just watered her. I took her in and sprayed her down. So I'm going to be putting her in this bigger pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump her out. And her soil should be, oh yeah, wow. Whew, look at that root system. I mean, this has a massive root system. She should have been out of this pot a long time ago. I'm just loosening up a little bit. I'm not going crazy. I'm going to keep her, let me give her soil a good smell. She's only been in the soil for several months, so it is still good. So I'm going to go ahead and pop her down in here. Let me move this. Get her back centered. I need to raise her up a little bit. So I'm just going to lift her up. Throw in some more soil. There we go. That looks better. I think I might put a stake, because this one keeps wanting to fall over. So I'm just going to take a stake in her, like this. Don't even have to tie her off. That will hold her up nicely so she's not all over the place. I'm going to break up a little bit of the soil on top. And I do have worm castings in my soil, so that will be her nutrients. That's what I've been giving her, and this one seems to like it. My other Calatheas, I don't have that many. I just really don't do very good with them. But she likes the worm castings, so, and the fish fertilizer, so I continually give that to her. I freshen the pot up with the worm castings once a month, all year round, even in the winter, because she grows. Most of my houseplants grow in the winter because of my grow lights, so I continuously feed. I'm going to get her tag. This is the tag she came with. But as you can see, the picture on the plant does not match the actual plant. It's kind of like that. This plant is beautiful home decor type situations. Now I'm just keeping that off the crown so it doesn't rat the crown out. I'm going to put a little more soil in because I see roots coming up. There. And I'm not going to water her now because she was just in the bathtub getting sprayed off, and I got her dirty, of course, after I just cleaned her off. So, I keep her in about a medium light, and she did have spider mites, but not really bad. I got them all cleaned up. I used my neem oil mixture, and that always works really well for me. So I actually did just, after I sprayed her off, I left her dry a little bit, and then I did give her another neem oil treatment, even though I didn't see any spider mites on her. She was nice and clean, but I went ahead and give it to her anyways. I also like using the neem oil because it does give, you can see the spider mite, some of the spider mite damage, but it gives the leaves a really nice, pretty shine. So, but anyways, I keep her at a medium light. I let her dry down about halfway before I water her again, and she should get much, much taller. These stalks just keep getting taller and taller. I love this plant. It does make for a great floor plant when it gets that big. So she's super pretty. I really like her. Here's the top of her. This is all new growth up in here. And this, you can see this has three different stalks to it. So beautiful, beautiful little plant. These do get really crazy root systems on them, though. So if you have this plant and you notice it's not acting right, put her in a bigger container, because I think you'll be shocked at the root system that these have on them. I've got a few other Calatheas, but no other kind of root system like this. It's probably just the type. So, and I know they grow these outside in warmer climates all year round, right in the ground. So that may have a lot to do with it. It was probably maybe bred for that. But I'm going to try to get her in a little bit higher light so I can get a lot more of this variegation on the leaves, like she should have. And we'll see how that goes. So there it is. Calathea Lubbersii. Beautiful. Really a cute little plant. That's another thing. It seems like every Calathea I have, which is only, well, let's see, I got the snake plant, I've got this one, I've got my I think I have 4. But it seems like the Calatheas, for me, always get spider mites. But the neem oil really does help. And usually with the neem oil, if I do have a spider mite issue or any kind of a bug issue, except for scale, I use alcohol on scale. But I can wash all the leaves off, let it dry down a little bit, spray it with neem oil front and back. You want to do front and back, all your stems, and then let it drip dry a little bit, and then I set it in front of a fan so nothing gets rotted. And then a week later, I'll do the same thing. Check it, see if I see any telltale signs of spider mites, and whether I do or don't, which usually I don't, I will spray her all down again, front, back, do all the stems, do some down in the soil, and it's good. So, and then I try to spray everything down with neem oil once a month, just to try to keep stuff away, but sometimes I forget. But alright guys, that is it. The beautiful Calathea plant, Lubbersii, or however you say it. I'll put the name across the screen because I don't know if that's exactly how you say it or not, but these names of these plants. So I will talk to you guys later, and you have a great day. Bye. Peace.